Now we will talk about transportation of food in plants. We know tissue responsible for transportation of food in plants is phloem. So let's see how transportation of food is done in plants and what is the mechanism for this. We will start with the leaf cell. Here you can see, so it is also known as source because food is synthesized in the leaf cell by the process of photosynthesis, and food formed here is is glucose. Glucose is product of photosynthesis, which is later converted into sucrose. So sucrose is present in leaf cell. We also call it source. From here, it will move into this cell. This cell is companion cell. As you can see, it is present close to phloem sieve cell. So it is a companion cell. So food is moving, sucrose is moving from leaf cell into companion cell and from companion cell into phloem sieve cell. So it has entered here in the phloem sieve cell, and because the concentration of solute has increased in the sieve cell phloem, water will move from xylem into phloem. Through the process of osmosis, water will move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. Here water is less because solutes are more. So it will cause osmosis, and water will move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. With the help of water, the food will be dissolved in water, it will be mixed in water, and it can move in both direction. As we know, movement in phloem is bidirectional. So food will move in phloem in both the direction. Here in this diagram, it is shown in the downward direction. So food will move down in the downward direction, and when it will reach root cells, it is a root cell. It is also known as sink. When it reaches the food dissolved in water, when it reaches root cell, it enters into companion cell here, right? And from companion cell it enters into root cell, because here the food, the sucrose, will be stored. We know some roots we eat because they store food. You know some of the example, you can tell some of the examples where we eat roots. Roots are edible part of the plant. So here sucrose is stored here in the root cell. Now after this, all sucrose molecules will be transported into root cell. So here solute concentration will be less because most of the sucrose will be transported into root cell. So what will happen? Water will move back into xylem. Here nothing is shown, only water is shown, but we know that some minerals are present here also. Mineral ions are dissolved in water, because xylem is involved in transportation of water and minerals. So here water concentration increases because of movement of sucrose into root cell. Water concentration increases here, and water move from its higher concentration into its lower concentration. So initially water entered into phloem, but when sucrose left phloem, then water also left phloem. You can see sucrose and water, they are moving in together, like here into phloem. Water is also coming and sucrose is also coming, right? The phloem, when sucrose left phloem, water also left phloem, right? So if we have to give number to the sequences, first is entry of sucrose from leaf cell into companion cell. Second, entry of sucrose from companion cell into phloem. Third, entry of water from xylem into phloem. Then translocation of sucrose will take place. Next event is entry of sucrose into companion cell. After that, entry of sucrose into sink, root cell. And after this, the water will also move out of phloem into xylem, right? So that's how food is transported, or we use word translocation for this. Food is transported in the plants. Translocation take place. Here you can see some green structures in the membrane of phloem. You can see these structures. What are these structures? Let's see. These structures are enzymes, or we can say transporters present in the membrane of phloem. Here what is happening? This is companion cell, this cell. This enzyme or this protein is present between companion cell and phloem cell. This is phloem cell, this is companion cell, so there is a membrane in between. At that membrane, these proteins are present. What is the role of these proteins? These proteins help in transport of sucrose from companion cell into the phloem cell. See, initially phloem has less sucrose and companion cell has more sucrose. So sucrose will move down its concentration gradient. It will move from its higher concentration to its lower concentration. But at present, you can see that the concentration of sucrose is more in phloem and less in companion cell. If you look closely, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sucrose molecules are shown here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So lesser than this. Still the arrow shows movement of sucrose into phloem. That means here the movement is happening from low concentration to high concentration. If this happens, if movement of substance happen from its lower concentration to higher concentration, opposite of what we were discussing earlier, when it moves from its lower concentration to higher concentration, for that we need to spend ATP molecules. Without spending energy, it is not possible. We have to give energy if we want to move substance from its lower concentration to higher concentration. From its higher to lower, it happens on its own. Spontaneously, it will happen. But if the movement has to occur from low to high, for that we have to spend energy in the form of ATP. And in this diagram, only this concept is shown. Here you can see this protein is changing ATP into ADP. That means it is breaking down ATP into ADP and inorganic phosphate. And we know energy is released in this process. So that energy will be used in the transportation of sucrose from companion cell into the phloem tube cell. So this is an active transport. Movement of sucrose from companion cell into phloem cell is active transport. After the concentration becomes equal on both sides. Initially it is not active. Initially it will be passive. When sucrose is more in the companion cell, less in the phloem cell, at that time energy is not needed. It is needed later when the concentration becomes equal. Then we need to spend ATP to move most of the sucrose into phloem. So this is an active transport. That's how transportation of food is done in plants. Translocation of food is done in plants. Thank you.